If you haven't already, then show your friend your charting of the Rhine River. Describe to them the direction that you think that it flows and where the river is freshwater and where the water is salty. Be sure to explain why you charted the river this way. Now hopefully you followed the common sense conversations about the lessons in gravity, and I've got some probing questions to help you think about this. First is, how can somebody make salt water become fresh water? I want you to pause and discuss this with somebody. For these next questions, I want you to pause as you think is necessary. Think about the way that you charted the Rhine River based on your answer to these following questions. P.S. It's okay if you make changes to your map, that's allowed. First, is river water usually hot or cold? Do you think that water gathers together or spreads apart? Do you think that water runs uphill or downhill? Do you think that river water is usually salty or fresh? Do you think that oceans are salt water or fresh water? Now, when you look at your map, did you take into account that maps are dynamic and not flat? A lot of people think that rivers all flow south, and if that's what you have, know that you're not alone in your thinking, and you're not entirely wrong. Water does flow down, but it all flows downhill. In order to chart a river, you often have to find the mountains, the high elevations that have snow or lots of precipitation, and then find where it ends in the oceans. Rivers do not begin in oceans. Oceans are at sea level or are below sea level, and they're salty. Rivers are mostly freshwater and then become brackish, a mix of salt and freshwater at the end. This is our first lesson in how, while our mind understands that maps are dynamic, when we see a flat map, we often forget how dynamic our Earth truly is.